What's the off-season routine looking like right now?
So right now, it's kind of slow, which is nice. I was actually just in New York City because Camille was on the cover of Maxim last month.
Go.
So they threw her a party up in New York City at a place called T Squared. And that's the way I love the party, man. T Squared is a spot where they have
a lot of activities.
And I love the party activities. And the activities there at T Squared is that they have the simulators, and they're very high-end simulators. They have golf, they have basketball, they have soccer, they have boxing. They basically have every sport known to man on these simulators. I would say the best one to play, though, is definitely the golf game. I mean, I feel like that's the most real. It has the best simulations. But just overall, just what a blast it was. And what was really cool about it, too, is she had about 6 or 7 other cheerleaders come that cheered for us back in the day, Jules. So it was just really cool just to have the gang back together. Just Camille and all the cheerleaders and myself.
Oh my God.
Thanks, babe, for throwing a great party. And thank you to Maxim for hosting us and paying for the whole party as well.
Woo-hoo. Congratulations.
Yes. Shout out Maxim.
Maxim,
yes.
Cover.
T-Squared.
Yes, congrats.
Camille.
And yeah, that's what I was up to, man. Just been chilling here in Foxborough. Just get a couple workouts. I've actually been playing a lot of basketball lately. Yeah. I got away from the working out, like lifting. I just wanted to try something new. And I feel like this basketball, I've been doing drills for about an hour every single day. Today was actually an off day. I was really busy.
What's the drills?
Just packing. I just love to do dribbling drills. It just works on my hand-eye coordination. It kind of relieves stress. If I have any stress or anxiety at the moment, I just love to go outside and just dribble because that's just makes you focus on that situation right there. You're just in the current while you're dribbling. And then I do shooting drills as well. I take about 100 to 150 shots a day, maybe up to, around 200 shots as well, depending on how much time I have. And you feel good after, you feel loose, you feel agile after you play basketball, after you do all the dribbling drills, and you feel connected as well because all the coordination that you got to use, throughout the game of basketball, throughout practicing it, just takes your, coordination to another level. So
are you
just doing it for fun?
Are you getting wet out there? Are you,
I have a nice jumper.
People don't realize we had a team like bonding event thing where we had like a basketball shootout with the whole team. Mr. Yo Soy Fiesta, Rob won it.
Mm-hmm.
He can shoot. Hey, you ever see this Big Three?
I actually played in the Big Three celebrity game last year.
How'd you do?
Yes, it was about a year and a half ago, about 2 years ago. It was somewhere around then. So the Big Three championship game was in Atlanta, and they have the celebrity game right before. So it's 3-on-3, and I did pretty decent. I had a couple highlights where they put me on all the Instagram reels. I had about 3 highlights, like all the basketball Instagram reels. I don't really know the exact names of them, but it was pretty cool, like Hoop Dreamers, all that type of stuff. And I had like going up, bringing it down, putting it up on the other side of the hoop, whatever that's called. It just looked nice.
Reverse layup.
What
reverse,
is that?
like the little
reverse type layup. I had a couple air balls that they didn't show because they just wanted to make me look good. So I appreciate you guys out there.
Big shout out, Big Three.
And then a couple other layups that look pretty legit as well. But just overall, man, basketball, you got to be in serious shape.
You do.
Man. You really do.
What was your game like back at old Woodland Hills High there in PA?
All right. So I grew up in Buffalo, New York. So I played basketball there all the way through my junior year. And then obviously I played football, basketball, baseball when I moved to Pittsburgh at Woody High. But my favorite sport growing up was definitely basketball, and definitely playing basketball at the school in Buffalo. We had a student section called the Green Squall. The Green Squall. Yeah, not the Green Squad, the Green Squall. And it was led by a guy named RJ Zurich, who was just a fanatic. He was just a fan fanatic. And he just loves sports, loves following football, basketball, baseball. And he just got everyone together and throughout the school and just brought everyone to the student sections. And they were just super loud the whole entire game and just went absolutely berserk every game as well. And it was just so cool just to run out of the tunnel to bring them out. It's hard to yell when they bell rails in your mouth. Bump, 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 bump. And then we would run out of the tunnel. The crowd would be going crazy.
Are you dunking everywhere?
I'm dunking everywhere. When I get a dunk as well in high school, it was the coolest feeling of all time. It was like better than scoring a touchdown when you dunked in high school. So those were the best memories of my high school days, I would say, playing basketball in Buffalo, New York at Williamsville North High School.
Did you get any recruiting?
Not really. Everyone knew I was playing football because I was a football player on the basketball court.
Yep.
Let me tell you now, like I said, I'm learning how to dribble now. Back then, I couldn't dribble. I never took the ball up. I never had the ball behind a three-point arc, never made a three-pointer besides one time in my whole entire career, and it was a half-court shot with 1 second left, and it banked off the backboard and went in, and I started going crazy. That was at Clarence High School. But I was just a football player that was a big man down low, just terrorizing fools, just starting brawls, throwing elbows, just guys trying to take me out, just grabbing rebounds. And I was averaging about 22 points a game, and all 22 points were in the paint or at the free throw line. And I was a maniac. People loved watching me go out there and just play because I was just a different breed. I was playing football on the basketball court.
So dope.
Actually, and we're still talking about, there was sometimes it was getting so intense. There had to be police officers at some of my games because I was getting threatened by the parents because it was getting that out of control. I was talking garbage. I was talking shit to the parents as well in the stands. Like, it was getting that intense at times. And it was a lot of fun. I would not change a thing in those situations. It was nuts. It was good times.
So off season consists of about 2-3 hours of basketball, dribbling drills.
I'm a lot better now at dribbling than I was in high school. And it's kind of disappointing, but it's not, because you live and learn. You don't know everything when you're that age, when you're in high school, when you're that young, even though you think you know everything. I could have been such a better basketball player, but I never worked on my game one time in my life. I would play football, and then I would go to basketball tryouts, just go to basketball practices, never work on dribbling, just go through all the drills or whatever, just be a big man. And then I would go home, and then after the basketball season, never touch a basketball again until the following year, because then I would go right to baseball. But I wouldn't touch a baseball again until baseball season started to back up. The only thing I would touch kind of year round was a football, because I always knew I wanted to be in the NFL. That was my true dream. Even though basketball was more fun in high school, my true dream and just my true knowledge, I always knew, and just how my body was and how I felt like I fit in sports, was that I belonged on the football field, and I sure made the right decision.